Okay, and we're live.
Yay! Hi, friends. Good morning,
Hey,
Jen.
okay, so I have a new setup today, so I'm like kind of like looking over here and looking over there and like trying to figure out where
Oh,
you are.
okay. All right. Well, I'm going to look over here and make sure I have my sound turned off on the actual thing because that gets wonky. And I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I did another gen. I pulled a gen this morning, or actually
You
last
did?
night, where I actually decided at the last minute I was gonna like design all this stuff for something. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, totally last minute. So I'm like, so whereas I was like kind of prepared, this put me like to completely in the not prepared zone. So I'm
Yeah.
like trying to figure stuff out. But you know what? I
Oh,
think just as a
just fake it till you
designer,
make it, girl. Yeah.
yeah, as a designer, we're all want to like be like, ooh, I could just do this, or
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't this be cool if I did this? And it's like
Mm-hmm.
so seducing or seductive. That's
Yes.
the word.
Yes. I was away, for 5 days for baseball, as I told you, and my summer keychain event starts tomorrow. But when I was away for baseball, I knew I was getting back late Monday night. I was like, I could totally write an entire blog post and make a YouTube video on the 3D flowers and do sublimation earrings. I could just do it all and post it on, Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
But I decided not to because I was like, I convinced myself that I could do that. And then I got home and I said, nah, I'm tired. And I have some
Okay.
other things I should be doing. So I get it. Yeah, anyway. So I
Yeah,
get
no, I
I get
can't hear
the
you.
huh?
Got my AirPods on.
Can you hear me or you can't hear me?
Huh. All
Is
right.
anyone
Well,
saying they can't hear?
huh. All right,
Am
Amy, you
I
talk.
echoing?
I'm gonna switch to my headphones.
Okay. Am I'm echoing. Okay. So echoing. Oh yikes. Sorry y'all. Okay. Let's try that. Christine says she can hear me both. Yeah, I know. 3D flowers. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Can you tell me if I'm still echoing? I am so sorry. Oh, now they can't hear you, Jen. They can't hear you. Sorry, y'all. We're acting like it's our first time doing this, but Jen has a new setup and I took my computer with me out of town. So I'm all, I can't hear you, Jen. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right, Christine says she can hear me. Can't hear Jen. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Christine says I'm good.
Tell us all about like what you're doing.
Now I can hear you. Okay.
Really?
What
I
did you
I
say?
I clicked the
Yes,
right button.
you
Did
did.
I?
You did.
Good. Okay.
So, all right.
Yay.
So hang on. So let's make sure everyone can hear us first, because I couldn't hear you until just this second. All right. So I think we're good now. All right. Barbara says we're back.
Woohoo!
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Here we are.
Yeah. So I got my new setup, new cameras, and then usually my husband's here to kind of. He's like a software engineer, so usually he's here to kind of
Hmm.
help me like try out new stuff. And of course we
Yeah.
tried it out, but unless you're actually like doing the live with you,
Uh-huh.
like there's things you just can't test. So anyhow, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, I like your new, I think I can see your new lens because your background's a little bit blurry. That's pretty.
Yes, I'm like way too crisp, but it's okay.
Oh, you look cute.
Yeah.
You look super cute. Okay, everyone said our sound is good.
Yay!
And Kim is on a layover in Dallas watching us. Thank
Seriously?
you, Kim, for watching.
We're on
Yeah,
in Dallas?
we are. We're in Pennsylvania. We're in a bunch of places. Okay, so what were we talking about? How I'm not, I don't know, should I still do, I can't do it before tomorrow, but should I still do the 3D paper flower earring thing? Because you know how everyone's doing that. Does everyone know what I'm talking about, the 3D paper flower trend?
I
Let us
do
know in the
because Amy
comments.
keeps sending me like pictures of stuff and goes, "Oh, it's another one. Oh, there's another
Yeah.
one. Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah."
And then I think every time I do that, Facebook shows me more. But
Oh, yep.
yeah, but the flowers are really big and a lot of the patterns, like Jennifer Maker did a whole blog post about it, and she is giving away all these 3D paper 3D flower patterns, but they're really big. So I was going to size them down for earrings and make them earring size and make a
That would
YouTube
be
video.
that's smart.
Yeah.
I would
So,
like them.
but yeah, I don't know. Maybe in 12 days when my event is over, the trend will be gone,
Okay, so I
but
found out that the way
we'll
people
see.
are making them is through AI. And
Yes, that is true.
as artist slash crafter, I
Hmm.
was looking at them and I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, oh, I don't know how I'd make that, and I didn't realize it was an AI thing. And so I'm like,
Hmm.
well, I mean, I guess I could draw here, take photographs, and then kind of add some shadow. And I was like thinking, like, this is going to take hours and days to figure out. And then I found out it
Hmm.
was an AI thing. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and it takes like 2 minutes. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, so Sonia says yes. So Kathy C says she doesn't know what the 3D flowers are. So Kathy, I would say if you go to Jennifer Maker's blog, jennifermaker.com, it's probably on her homepage and you'll see it. They're just these like all over flower patterns and they look 3D, and crafters are using them in a lot of things like they're printing it on sublimation paper and then they're pressing it onto a mouse pad or wrapping it around a sublimation tumbler, things like that, and making the 3D flower crafts. But they're super popular right now.
oh,
And
okay, I found it.
the more you look at them on Facebook, the more Facebook shows them to you.
Okay,
So,
so
oh, here she is. Jen's gonna show us. Let's see. See, now you struggle with your lens like I do. Try not to move it. You got to keep it still,
okay,
girlfriend. Don't move it around. Okay. Bring it. I think your light's too bright. Oh, that's a little better.
ooh,
Oh, yeah. Shift. Ooh, stop. Right there. See how they're like all over flowers? That's it.
okay. All right, so
Yeah.
that was, yeah, there we go. So yeah,
Anyway, that was my squirrel
so
moment for the
they
day.
are they are super super cool, and I really like.
They
I
are.
mean, used to do ceramics, and it reminded me of like these ceramic flowers that we used to make, and I mean it's
Hmm.
a really cool 3D look. So I
Yeah.
think it's fun.
No, I agree. I think it's pretty cool. But that was
So
one of those things that I thought, oh yeah, I'll just whip that out, before I have a 12-day event starting tomorrow with a
yeah,
thousand things to do. Yeah,
so what you're trying to tell us is that you squirreled,
I did. I scrolled momentarily,
yeah, but
but
then you were able to get
you,
back on track.
yeah, well, I kind of have to. So yeah,
Yeah, it does help to have deadlines, I have to say. Um,
yes,
But when you've met those deadlines to some degree, and then you're like, that's when you're all like, woohoo, I've got like this tiny window of time. What else can I do to make this cooler? And that's where I run
yes,
into trouble. So,
yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, that's right, Kathy. You can do AI on Creative Fabrica. You can do AI in a lot of places.
hmm
I'm trying not to squirrel too hard with that, but um, it's tempting because it's pretty cool.
hmm well, and Glowforge came out with an AI thing, and Canva
They
has
did.
AI, and
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like the new thing. I mean, like
Hmm.
everybody's going all in and betting on it, like everybody.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's cool, but I think like most of us, I feel like a little bit like um I don't know, cautious. Maybe.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, yeah, me too. Also, a lot of the things, like it's interesting, we've talked about how my son Chase is interested in computer science,
hmm
and he's thinking about the future job market when he graduates, and he doesn't want to get into a job that can be done by artificial intelligence. And I
hmm
think about that too in terms of crafting. Like I don't ever want to make crafts that artificial intelligence can do. Do you know what I mean? I don't
yeah.
ever want to give up the hand making aspect of what I
hmm
do and what I make and share. I wouldn't ever want to stop doing that. So, you
Yeah.
know,
I think I talked about this last time too, where with photography, where it was just like once that came out, that was like realistic, and so then the artists of the impressionist and expressionist and whatever, they started actually showing the hand of the artist. So before it was
hmm,
everything was like they were trying not to show that, but by
yeah,
showing the brush marks and things, they were showing that it was hand done. And
Mm-hmm.
originally people were like, oh my gosh, that's like so not cool because everybody was going for hyper realistic. So
Right.
now maybe we have the ability to kind of, kind of show that, this is hand done and that, I don't
Yes.
know. I mean, I'm still kind of working through and connecting the dots and how I feel about it. But I
Mm-hmm.
do know that anytime you put your heart into something, it shows. And
Yeah.
anytime you process through you, kind of your energy, your thoughts, your experiences, what comes out is uniquely yours. So I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Let's see. Yes, PD says I looked up Jennifer Maker while you were talking, and she has the Tumblr that she did with the 3D video, the 3D flowers. I wonder.
Okay.
I don't know if she did a video tutorial for that. She probably did.
Or it's
So I
coming
would
for
look on
sure.
her, or it's coming. Yeah. So yeah, Carla, I would wait to see. I think Jennifer Maker's going to do one. I can't do one because I'm busy making summer keychains, and I cannot be distracted. So don't distract me.
Blinders.
I know. It's hard. It's
So,
hard to do all the things. Yeah. Anyway,
so yeah. So you're doing the summer keychain event, and it starts when again?
yes. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
And you're
I'm
feeling good
totally
about
ready.
that?
Everything is completely done. I am totally ready for it.
Okay, that's totally the sound of your voice you have when you're completely lying.
Yes. But it's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm ready. Listen, I had a kid graduate. I left for 5 days. It's been a little hectic. I have 12 days. As long as I'm ready for day one, which I 100% am, I am good.
Okay,
And then
so
on
the
day one, I work on day two.
really
And I
what
go
the
like that.
all that we care about, Amy, like I'll just kind of let you
Yes.
in here. All that we care
Uh-huh.
about is that you have like the coolest designs ever. Like that is
Yes,
like
I
the coolest
do.
thing. So,
I do. I worked really hard. I think they're super cute. And I didn't give you any lame designs because it's an event. It should be fun and special.
mhm.
So I gave you some cool stuff.
Oh, it's all cool.
So, yeah.
It's like all
Yeah.
amazing.
So we've got 3,000 people registered so far with a free ticket, which is super awesome.
Wow.
And yeah, today I sent an email, Jen and I sent an email to our Cricut Adventure friends.
Hmm.
And I also sent a reminder email to my list. So I've seen a lot of last minute registrations coming in. So that's super
Yay!
exciting. Yeah.
Because it's so cute. I love them all. I
Yeah.
can't wait to
Thank you,
see what
friend.
they are. I don't peek ahead of time. You show me a few things, but I didn't peek at all of them. So,
Yeah. People get mad when they, people get mad when they see the designs in advance, like the people that don't buy the bundle, which you don't have to
uh-huh.
buy the bundle. Just some people like to have the SVGs in advance.
Hmm.
But people that are waiting every day to see the surprise, they get upset when someone ruins the surprise for them.
Well, there aren't that many
So I try not to
surprising
do that.
things left in life. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think surprises are fun. So, oh, Corey's here. You guys, so excited to have all these people here. Oh, and Blossoming Beauties is going to be making keychains as gifts.
Oh, I love that. That's so
Hmm.
fun. I tried to do like all of my designs are Olivia approved. If you don't know my daughter, she's 12 and she's very creative and she's also very opinionated about what's cool. So all of my keychain designs were Olivia approved and she actually vetoed quite a few of my designs
I was just
and I
going to
had to
ask that.
scramble.
I mean, does she ever
Yeah.
say, yeah, no, mom?
Oh yeah, she told me on a few of them. Now there was one that I fought very hard for, and I will have to tell you next week which one that was. But
Okay.
there was one that I just told her, absolutely not. It is staying in, and she didn't like it, so we'll have to see when it comes out. If you're on her side or my side.
Okay, so Martha said she was running late to the coffee chat because she was reading your email. I mean, that's like
Oh,
running
funny.
late to class because you were talking to the principal, right? Or,
Yes,
yeah.
that is. So Jen, tell me, sorry, I didn't read the whole email at the bottom. Would you tell us about your event that you're excited about? Also, that I know you shared in the email.
Okay. Yeah, because Amy and I joint wrote the email. Um,
Yeah,
so I
me
am
too.
actually in, so I kind of like told you guys about this before, but I couldn't tell you everything. So that's the thing about these things. We get really super excited and we're like working
Hmm.
on it for months and then we can't like actually tell you guys. It's like seriously
Right,
the worst because like it's you. We want to tell you everything. Especially
right.
like I get excited and I'm just like, you know. So anyhow, it's the Cricut SVG Design Summit. So a couple of times ago, and I'll go grab them in a second, but I showed you guys these paper designs that I did, where I basically just drew it in Procreate and then I turned it into an SVG file. And so that's actually what I'm showing how to do in this summit. So how to take your Procreate designs and turn them into SVG files. But that's just me.
Cool.
Yeah. There's also people doing Affinity Designer. There's people doing Adobe Illustrator. There's a couple people doing Procreate. So it's getting more, more people finding out about it. But I don't know anything about Adobe Illustrator, like zero. So I'm actually interested in finding out more about that. So I'll be like a newbie too.
I didn't read the whole email, but I did click on your link and I got my free ticket. And then when I saw all the cool stuff that's in the VIP pass, I bought the VIP pass because I know all about Adobe. Yeah, I did. I know all about Adobe Illustrator, but I don't really know Procreate as well. I mean, my daughter knows it at all. I was going to say, I don't know it as well as my daughter, who knows it about like 5% as well as you do, because she learned it all from you. But anyway, there are some really cool speakers in that event. So I bought the VIP pass because I will be traveling a lot and busy with my event. So I just wanted to be able to watch at my own pace. And those things are a little more techy, and I want to watch them slowly and be able to go back.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this morning because you're doing an event. I'm telling them about an event, and I know there's like a lot of events right now. But I was thinking about that, and I kind of want to ask people's opinion here. Like, what do you guys think? Because to my mind, what I like about these is that they're all community. So I am like huge on community. It's like why I like to do this. And so I love the idea that if you don't know how to do something, you can come together with other people that don't know how to do it either. And you guys, we can all be new together.
Right.
And I love that there's the free option because not everybody's ready to, go ahead and design their own, SVGs, or not everybody is ready to jump into, to some of this stuff. And so having that option for the free ticket, I think is really nice. But again, especially with this event or your event, I mean, if you're going to want to do anything after the 3 days is up, then it really does pay to have that, VIP.
I agree.
So.
Blossoming Beauties is, Brenda says she can't wait to find out which of my keychains Olivia didn't like. I think you'll be surprised, but we'll talk about that next week. Blossoming Beauties wants to know, is Procreate similar to Inkscape? Jennifer.
I was not prepared today, so I'm trying to find my stuff.
Jennifer squirreling. Blossoming Beauties wants to know, is Procreate similar to Inkscape?
No. So, Inkscape is similar to Adobe Illustrator or Affinity Designer. Inkscape is a graphic design vector program, whereas Procreate is just, it's basically drawing in a notebook, right? I mean, you're just drawing, but there's some layers and stuff, and it's on an iPad, so there's that difference. But it's still images, like made out of pixels, whereas vectors is shapes, basically, made out of vectors. I'm so on it this morning.
You are.
So no, they're completely different, but that's why this workshop that I'm doing is taking the Procreate designs, which are raster design images, and turning them into SVGs, which are vectors, because then you can take the SVG files and cut them and stuff. So
yeah, which is the coolest thing ever, because someone might like drawing, but then it's taking it to a whole nother level to be able to use that file in Cricut. And I know you have your book. Is that a big part of your book about using Cricut with Procreate?
Yes, it is. So that's what I do in the book, is show you guys how easy it is just to take your Procreate designs and create them into, cut files using Cricut Design Space. So you don't need to know how to do Adobe Illustrator or vector stuff. I mean, you don't, because there's like amazing designers like you, Amy, that have you know how to do it, and you create these amazing designs that we can use. So what I do in Procreate is show you guys how to just kind of do some stuff, designs, and then you pull it in as a cut file into Cricut Design Space. But the problem with Cricut Design Space is that the designs are locked in there. Even if you upload your own design, you can't share them. Once they're in Cricut Design Space, you can't download them. You can't sell them. There's just, you know, I don't know. It's kind of a little, I don't know. It's always bothered me that you couldn't download designs out of Cricut Design
Yeah.
Space. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they
so
keep them in there. And really, Cricut Design Space, even though you could design things, like you could add some elements and add some text and personalize things, it's not really a design program. You don't have a lot of flexibility or tools, or, if you want to start designing, then you do want to explore one of these other,
yeah. And maybe you're
options.
not
Yeah.
ready for it yet, but maybe you're somebody who really likes to, I mean, for some of us, the reason that we started doing crafting is because we wanted to make custom cool things. So
Right.
for some of us, this is the next step, but if you're not ready for that
Hmm.
step yet, that's totally fine. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, 100%.
so
So Pamela is asking, what is AI? And AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it's been happening for a while, but it's really come to the forefront now, where computers and technology are helping content creators like us and other people write text, draw images, things like that. So you can give, there are lots of different programs that do it, but you could give a graphic design artificial intelligence program. You can give it a verbal prompt, like you can tell it, draw a unicorn on the moon with a purple background, and it will
I love that you just came up with that.
yeah, well, it will create that image for you and lots of different versions of it. And the more detailed you can get with your prompt, which is the words that you tell it, the more detailed it will draw for you. So, creators are using these technologies both to help them write their content and also to create images,
Hmm.
which, has pros and cons, but that's what that is. Let's see.
I think someone said they love my ebook.
Oh, I love your ebook too.
And Kristen said one thing she loves about events is the designers that you can discover. So I agree with that too.
Oh, yeah.
I think that for this Cricut SVG Design Summit, there are, I don't know, I think I knew maybe half of them. So I started looking up the others.
Yeah,
I
that
get
I'm excited
snoopy.
too, because yeah, there are some names I don't recognize either in that event. And it's
Hmm.
not that they're not, I mean, I just don't know everybody. So I'm excited to
Hmm.
meet some new people.
Yep.
That'll be fun. Let's see. So Linda had a good question. So Linda says she loves the events and learning new things, but she's feeling overwhelmed by how many there are, like all these different summits and events. How do
Yeah.
you decide which ones to focus on and which ones to browse? What are your thoughts on that, Jen?
Um,
How do you
so
decide which events to focus on and which ones to just browse?
Okay, so that's something else I've been kind of thinking about. So I think that we all kind of do have to protect our time just a little bit because you can't get so into the learning that you're not creating.
Hmm.
But at the same time, these events, I mean, the community, the everybody coming together for a certain period of time. There's so much value to these, and like she said, the different designers, I mean, the fact that they're free, all that stuff's super cool. My glasses are so. Anyways, so I guess what I think is you need to do is you need to kind of just sit there and figure out, okay, what are my goals right now? Is
Right.
this something that it's worth for me to pursue, to give my time to? Is this
Hmm.
something that I can get only now, or is it something I can get later?
Hmm.
Is this, I don't know. What do you think, Amy?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting when they're project based. I think that's easier because you can look at the projects or the techniques and you can say, I really, really want to learn that. And sometimes in a project based event where they're teaching techniques, then maybe I pick two or three that I just don't want to miss.
Hmm.
And I either schedule those into my calendar so I can make sure to, get the free ones. If there's an event that has a bunch that I don't want to miss, then I buy the pass just so
Hmm.
that I can watch at my own pace. And
Yep.
then there are some where if it's a topic that's very, very new to me, then and I'm really interested in it, often I will buy the pass just so that I have access to it later. The nice thing about a lot of these summits is they let you get the free ticket, and then if you want to buy the pass during the event, you can. So if
Hmm.
you're watching it and you're like, wow, this is really cool stuff. I wish I had I wish I could go back and watch yesterday, but I can't, or whatever the case
Yeah.
is. You can always get the pass. But, it is hard. You can't buy all the passes and you can't do all the things.
Well,
So it's
yeah. And I
yeah,
agree with
it's
that
good to
too.
have it's good to have sort of an idea in mind ahead of time what's really important to you and what you really want to learn and what you can just let go.
Yeah. And Amy, I mean, you don't buy all the passes. I
I
don't
don't
buy
buy
all the
all the
passes.
passes.
Oh,
No, I don't buy all the passes. But for example, there was a summit a few weeks back about AI, like we're talking about artificial
really?
intelligence, and I bought the pass for that. And I've watched a few of them, but that's one of those things that I sort of want to do a deep dive into, you know?
Hmm.
So I bought the pass for that. I bought the pass for this SVG Designing Summit because,
Hmm.
like I said, I know Illustrator, but I'd like to learn these other softwares, or at least kind of see what's different about them or what the benefits are.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't normally buy. I bought the pass for sub camp
You
because there
did.
were a lot of because there were a lot of new techniques in there that I wanted to learn about and things that I don't play around with, or like ICC profiles. I don't
Yeah, that's
that does
kind of
not take
intimidating.
that doesn't take up space in my brain. So I thought that would be a good one too. But yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
Penny
such.
says she picks
Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
Penny says she picks and chooses which VIP passes to purchase. Yeah, I agree with that.
But I do think that, like I said, I don't think that some people are like anti event, and I feel like
Hmm.
that's. I mean, just don't do it then, because
Yeah.
I do feel like they have so much value.
Hmm.
Just because I mean, there's so much information, so many experts all coming together, and freely sharing information. It's a great. I mean, it's just really, it's a great way to kind of get exposure to things without and try them on
Hmm.
without
Hmm.
jumping all the way in. So,
Yeah. No, I agree. And I have there are a few people on my email list that are my crafty friends, and they email me and they say, don't tell me about any more events. I don't want to know. And I don't send them those emails because for some people it's like the fear of missing out, but then they're overwhelmed and then it's just too much and they
mhm,
would rather not know. And that's
yeah,
fine too. And I've started including that on my emails. Like, if you don't want to hear about this, that's totally fine. Just click here and I won't tell you about it.
I did that too because not everybody's like ready for design. I mean,
No,
you just aren't. So,
right. Yeah, no, I agree.
all right.
Interesting. Lots of people are talking about AI. That's very interesting. Oh, Canyon Mom says if she's going to be out of town during any of the events, she'll buy the pass,
Yeah,
which
and
is
so that's
smart.
good way of doing it.
Corey says she focuses on the events that challenge her skill level. That's smart.
Yep.
Like if you're looking to grow or learn some new things, that's cool. Yeah, that's true. Corey says the smallest tips that are shared in the summits are often game changers, and they
That's very
are. So
true
that's another great reason.
because different people have different tips. And so if you're never
Right.
exposed to those different people, then you never know their
Right.
tips. So,
That's true. Yeah, we made some great friends, some great new friends in our when we did our Cricut crafting adventure
we did.
event. We
Yep.
met a lot of cool people, and also people that we knew a little bit, but then we got to know them a lot better,
Hmm.
them and their work. So that was
Yeah,
cool
no,
for us.
that's like a blast. And actually, um, yeah, sometimes they show up in the chat here for this. And it's just fun to see like these new friends that we've made. Plus you
Yeah.
guys, which I love. So, anyhow.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, Amy, I'm like seriously like, so ADD, like brain all over the place today. Like,
That's okay.
so we were going to talk about your event. We were going to talk about my event.
Okay.
And we were going to ask if anybody had questions today.
Okay.
My
Sounds
glasses
good.
keep fogging up.
Maybe
Um,
maybe we could do a little question, see if anyone has a little ask me anything where people can ask us questions. Because
all
I don't
right.
have a whole lot to say about my event. It's keychains. They're all summer themed. They're super cute. There's 12 days of them. I'm going to have a YouTube video and a blog post for each one.
Hmm.
Excuse me. And oh my goodness. I've gotten a lot of questions about how long will the tutorial videos be available, and they are going to live on my YouTube channel forever and ever. So
Right.
that way, if someone watches the video in the future, they can buy the SVG from my shop and they can make the project. So
Okay.
there's no pressure. You know, the tutorials are not time sensitive, which is good for summer travelers. So yeah.
Okay. So tell me, um, tell me where you've been. Like, so you've been traveling?
Yes, I went to Fort Myers Beach. Well, actually, it was like Cape Coral, Fort Myers for 5 days for a baseball tournament.
So
And
when
I
you,
haven't been down there since Hurricane Ian. So that was my
okay.
first chance to go down there and see that area. And you know, I vacationed in that area. I love that area. So it was, you know, I drove over to Fort Myers Beach one morning just to kind of see like the houses, the summer houses we've stayed at and stuff. And it's nice to see that area is coming back.
Yeah.
Still a lot of damage, but a lot of work has been done. So that was nice.
I always wondered if Floridians vacation in Florida because like all the rest of the country goes over to Florida vacation. So,
I mean, I do, especially, you know, I vacation a lot with my best friend and her family, and they live in Kansas. So,
mhm,
but she's from Miami, where I'm from. So a lot of times they'll come down to Florida somewhere, and we'll meet them somewhere,
mhm,
like Disney World or Fort Myers Beach or whatever.
yep. I'm
So yeah,
totally
I
gonna
like to
make it
vacation in
sometime.
Florida. I know we have to do something.
Like, cause
That would be fun.
I don't know if everybody knows this, but Amy and I've never actually met like face to face.
I know, isn't that weird?
Yeah,
We
it still
we
every once in a while it throws people if they like find out. So
I know we should totally do like a crafting weekend or a crafting something where we
okay.
bring, I don't know, you can bring a cricket on a plane, right?
But would it
Or
be
like,
weird because I'm like totally a hugger and you might not be a hugger and I'd be all like not know that because you've never been face to face and I'd be all
I like to hug.
like glum whoa and you'd be like
No, I
ah.
no, I like to hug.
Oh,
You're
that's
not
good.
gonna bother me.
Okay.
I like to hug. Let's see, what are our friends saying in the chat? Kathy says she likes Fort Myers.
Have we seen any
Um,
questions?
let's see. I've lived in Florida for 18 years. Yeah, so she vacations in Florida. That's funny. Yeah, we do, Jen. We need to meet up. Need to meet up in real life.
Yes.
Crafting meetup, a craft retreat. That would be so fun.
You know, it would be a lot of fun. I used to do a lot of in-person events, like because I would teach at the local art center and I teach at a
Mm-hmm.
local studio place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pre-COVID and whenever like time allowed, it was kind of fun. And there's such an energy when you're in a group together and everybody's making the
Mm-hmm.
kind of. It's funny because you'll make the same thing, you'll demonstrate how to do it, and then everybody's is
Mm-hmm.
different. And that's like
That's really cool.
yeah, it's the
Can
energy I
you
think.
can you take a cricket on a plane? I'm being serious. Do you know? Does anyone know the answer?
I have taken up cricket on a plane.
A big one or a joy?
My joy.
Your
Um,
joy.
I
Okay.
took it. I think it was in my backpack even,
Really?
or I had a carry on. It was my carry on. So I like opened it up and I'm like, it's an electronic device. Do I have to like put it in its own bin or what? And the guy's looking
Mm-hmm.
at me like I'm nuts. And he's like, he's like, what is it? I'm like, it's a craft machine. He's like, on, move on. So
Oh, that's funny.
he totally didn't care.
I wonder. See, because I wonder, okay, so I'm not seeing anyone tell me. Oh, Krista wants to know for the keychains, can they be adapted for other things besides keychains? Absolutely, girl. You could just go on and adapt away. Let's see. Um, Kim is weeding popsicle holders in the airport waiting for her flight. So do you have a weeding tool, Kim, in the airport?
I think that's what she's saying.
That's right. Lori said Jennifer Maker took her cricket to Hawaii. That is true. She did take her cricket to Hawaii
Yep.
because it would
'Cause-
fit in a suitcase.
mhm.
Yeah. See, because I thought it would be fun, and you laughed at my idea about doing a cricket crafting cruise.
I
But the
didn't
problem
laugh
with it,
at your idea. I just said, can we make it a river cruise because I'm scared of open water?
yes. Well, but the problem with a cruise though is that there isn't always super reliable internet access, So it's kind of better to do it on land somewhere. Yeah,
Well,
Jennifer
and
Maker takes her
there's
trips
like so many
everywhere.
gorgeous places to go that I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
that could be so fun. I was thinking that, how our friend Michelle from Weekend Craft is doing a trip next year?
to
Did you see
Ireland.
where to Ireland? Yeah. So she's hosting a trip and she is taking a bunch of friends. And I thought that when I saw her do that, I was like, that is so cool. We should do like a crafting one. Not to
Okay.
Ireland necessarily, but I don't know. That could be kind of fun.
Yep.
PD says your Cricut could be your carry-on. That's true. Kathy says the tool would have to be less than 7 inches. I mean, I need to do research on this. I need to know about traveling with a Cricut.
You're going to do research on that one. Maybe you should do a blog post on that.
I know, I was thinking about that. Lori
Yep.
says I'm doing a scrapbook cruise. Oh, so Lori, tell me Lori, how does that work on a scrapbook cruise? How do you take all your stuff? Do you just like put it in those big totes and wheel it on? Let me know. Maria says,
Amy's starting to take notes. She's going to
I
totally
know,
talk
can
me
you
into
see
it.
my brain has taken a turn.
Uh-huh.
Maria says years ago her friends and Maria rented a hotel suite for a weekend and they scrapbooked all weekend. That's so fun. Melinda, I have a list of all the supplies on my blog, and tomorrow when I send out I sent out a link in the welcome email when you signed up for your free ticket. It's sort of buried in that big email. And tomorrow when I send out, I'm actually going to send an email out tonight to everyone that has a ticket reminding them of all the links, like the event page and the materials. But tomorrow also, when you get your morning email at 9 a.m. with the day's reveal, you'll also see that material link.
Okay, I am
But
so
I get mine from
excited to
Amazon.
see what day one is like for your event because I don't know.
I'm excited too.
I know. Do you know what it is? I'm just kidding. I'm sure you do.
I do. I actually do know what it is. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So
Sonia likes a Cricut crafting cruise.
can I just call out that Corey's all in on the river cruise too? I like the river cruises because I can see each bank, so I know if like necessary. Like I mean,
Yeah.
really, in my mind, I tell myself I could swim. So
But maybe if we were to do that, maybe we should do it at like a cool city first that isn't complicating it with a cruise.
see,
Like a
that was
cool
actually
city
my
where,
thought.
yeah, at night, you can walk around and go hang out and stuff.
Okay,
That'd be kind of fun.
so this is okay. So when I was 24, my husband and I went
Hmm.
to Italy, and we were in Italy, in Venice, and we went to this restaurant, and there was a group of women that were in their 40s and 50s, and I like, oh, did you guys know each other? And they were there for a art, like just an art class, basically, like workshop. And I'm like, well,
Hmm.
that's cool. How'd you find out about it? And like, do you know each other? And like, none of them had known each other. They found it on the internet, and I'm just like, my eyes
Hmm.
got big because this is like, I don't know, 19 or 2002 or something. And I'm like, you guys just like
Hmm.
found something on the internet and went for it, huh? Anyways, so they were meeting in Venice in this old church, and that had turned into studio spaces. And the gal who was the artist was American, and she just rented the space out, and
Hmm.
everyone. But the energy of these women, like they were so excited, so happy. I mean, if you've ever seen like moms, like not like on a night out, it was that kind of thing. Like it was just like they were so thrilled to just be someplace different, someplace cool, and doing this.
Yeah.
But it was really funny
Oh, I
because
love that.
I don't know. I mean, they were like so excited just to be hanging out and doing what they loved. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, when I'm older, because you think you're like how old when you're 24, you're like, you
Yeah.
know. So I'm like 40 is going to be like for like twice my lifetime. So when I'm that
Uh-huh.
old, then I totally want to do this. It's like, so it's always been kind of a life goal of mine. So maybe, this is something that we want to like really do for like real. Find a cool
Yeah,
city
that'd be
someplace
super
and do
fun.
it. It would like
That
be a
would
big
be
check mark
super
for me.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. So Susan says Aaron Reed Makes has a crafting makers retreat weekend coming up in August. I do not know Aaron Reed. I'm going to have to look her up. Where's a post-it note? Now, see now I'm supposed to be doing summer keychains and I'm working on this. I'm squirreling today, Jen.
Well, this has
Aaron
been something
Reed
you wanted to do
Makes.
for a long time. So I'm
I
the one
know.
who's been. So should we tell everybody that the Cricut Crafting Adventure is your idea too? You kind of had to pull me along on that one too.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think I really pulled you along on that. It is hard to find adult friends, Janet. I 100% agree with that. As a grown up, it is hard to find adult friends. Right now, all of my friends are like baseball mom friends because
Hmm.
that's what I do all day.
Yep.
But they're not necessarily crafting friends.
Well, and once you don't
Like,
have kids in baseball, like it gets even harder then,
yes,
right? Because you're not
yeah,
like
I
in
agree.
forced proximity to people.
Right. Forced proximity, yes, that is true. Let's see. Stacy says she watched Titanic. She's not going on a cruise. Corey says Aaron Reed is awesome. So I need to know about this. Lori says she knows a travel agent. That's awesome, Lori. Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. I'm done squirreling on this topic. What else
Okay,
did we want to talk about? Thank you for indulging me in my squirrel thing.
that's okay. It's just like a little peek into my conversations at all times. So,
Yes.
so
Yes. Because you know what happens when we're done on this call? We hang up with you girls and then we're like, "Hey, you want to talk?" And then we talk for another 30 minutes. That's what we do. And then we text each other all day. So,
it's true.
yeah, little secret there.
Yep.
Aaron Reed is sweet. Okay. So
So,
what else? What else you got?
um, well, so I've been doing more Procreate stuff because I
Hmm.
hadn't for a while. So I get into, so my brain is like I'll have like design and like art crafty brain, and then I'll have business brain, and they like
Hmm.
don't work well together, and they don't switch off
Hmm.
well.
Hmm.
Like the art brain, I kind of see more like it like things generally like there's that definite switch, like like I'll see more think more visually
Hmm.
and than I will otherwise, and I'll have a harder time putting things into words.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm more in that kind of visualization, kind of drawing things, kind of come up with things, which I love to like kind of dip my soul into that. But then,
Hmm.
pulling out again to kind of talk and be verbal is difficult sometimes. But I'm also trying to plan my son's graduation party. And
Yay.
we've been going to a bunch of different graduation parties. And so my husband's like, it's simple. You just throw some food on a table, get some photographs out, and there you go. And everybody talks. And I'm like, no. And so I'm trying to explain to him, there's just all these opportunity. And really what it comes down to is he's a high school senior. He's leaving for
Right.
college. The next
Right.
opportunity I might have to do something like this is a wedding. Like
Hmm.
hopefully,
Hmm.
years down the road. Like no more
Right.
birthday parties, no more. So I'm like,
Hmm.
let me have this. So I'm like,
Yeah. No, I, as a mom, I can totally relate to that.
yeah. So
Totally.
he's like
Yeah.
noting like how many Amazon packages are coming. And I'm like, oh, that's the
Hmm.
spoons. Oh, that's
Hmm.
the yeah.
It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be
We'll
epic.
see. But
I'm
yeah,
very
it's pretty
excited.
funny.
Kathy's wondering when is the SVG Summit that you were talking about
It
earlier?
starts June 14th, but the tickets are actually available starting today. And that's when you get to see like who's
Okay.
going to be in it, what the topics are going to be, and all that stuff. So I would just
Mm-hmm.
say get your free ticket, and then you can either forget about it or it'll prompt you to get, if you like want to get the VIP pass. And then if you get
Mm-hmm.
that like right away, if you're like sure you really kind of want that, it's an early
Mm-hmm.
bird price. And so it's like smart to just get it right away because then you get
Yeah.
that cheaper discount price. So yeah.
Um, Kathy says to do a photo booth and put out the little props at your grad party. That's a cute idea.
So I've got so yeah. So I've got the stuff for photo booth, and then
Mm-hmm.
I bought one of those Polaroid cameras. And then I thought he could take pictures in front of the photo booth, or we could have someone take pictures, and then people could sign it like they would, and we'll just pop it into a guest book. So sign
Mm-hmm.
the Polaroid, and I thought that would be cool. And then he's doing a true or false Jasper edition, which is Jasper
Mm-hmm.
moments, and see which is true and which is false. So
Oh, cute.
yeah, so we're trying to figure that out. And we've got like the standard games and stuff, but I mean I kind of like I've I've like totally scrolled on this. So it's an indoor event, but I got like those cool lights that have the Edison bulbs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those.
Oh, fun.
And
Those
then
are those are cool.
Yeah. And so I don't know. We'll see. We were going to do like his senior photos, which I haven't ordered yet, but I have the frames for. So this is how my brain works. But then I was thinking we're kind of having like a theater theme, like lights, camera, action. So then I was thinking, well, wouldn't it be cool if we took like pictures of like cool like moments in movies and then put him into it, like, you know, did some photoshopping instead of like,
that's cute.
well, it is,
That's
but it's
very clever.
I don't know. So, you know, this is like taking it to 11 when I really should just be handing it out around 5 or 6. So.
That's funny. Let me see. Who asked a question? Janet G. My keychain event starts tomorrow, so let me know if you need a link to get the free ticket, Janet.
We should probably
I
put those
will
links in the
find it.
description too. So,
Yes, that would make a whole lot of sense.
yeah.
Oh, Janet says, yeah, she has a ticket. She just doesn't want to miss it. Yeah, so tonight I'll send an email to all the ticket holders just reminding them what to expect for tomorrow. And then tomorrow at 9 a.m., you'll check your email and you'll get all the links.
Cool.
So, yeah. That's right. Cecilia says when he graduates from college, you can do another party.
That's
I didn't
true.
think about that.
I thought people didn't do parties for graduation for college, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, why can't you, right? Like, why not?
Yeah, no. You can do a party whenever you want.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone's very excited about all your creative graduation party ideas.
Oh yeah. We'll see what actually happens. Because there's like the ideal and then there's the, you know, reality. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. But that'll be fun.
Well, and I'm kind of a little bit like, don't know what to do with the food because like lots of people are doing just like one thing. Lots of people are doing these big spreads. And so we were thinking like, he loves this like kind of cool local ice cream parlor. So we thought get some ice cream from that. But then I'm like, well, you know, that's like, I don't know, feels like not enough. So then he loves bagels. And so I was going to do like a bagel cream cheese thing. And like the Jasper special is everything bagel with strawberry cream cheese. So I would just see if anybody actually eats that. But we'll give them options.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of a weird combination.
Yep. So I don't know. And then I was thinking, well, that's kind of like bagels and ice cream. Like that's a little weird. So then I was thinking, well, bagel bar, maybe we'll have some straw. So it's just kind of getting out of hand a little bit, but we'll see.
I see that. I need to get my link for my ticket. Hang on one moment, please. I'm going to put it in the comments.
Okay.
If that helps. I'll get it in just a second.
All right. So lots of people are excited about the crafting cruise, it looks like, which we haven't actually figured out yet. Lots of people are excited about your events.
Yay. Of course, I can't find the link because I'm on a different computer.
Christine's trying to plan a wedding. Yeah, it's on a tight budget. I mean, I've done that before. I was actually a wedding floral event designer for a while. And so I would work with these like brides that were like had these huge budgets. And then mine was like non-existent on my wedding. So and then I did some for family where it was just like, you know, you get creative and that's where our strengths are. Like we can get creative. So
yeah. For my wedding, I had a very small wedding and I made like my ring pillow because I had a beach wedding. So I made my ring pillow in the shape of a starfish. I made my centerpieces. It was in Key West. So it was like very low key and tropical. So my mom and I saved like glass jars in different sizes and shapes for months. And then I just did like sand and candles and tropical flowers. It was fun. But it's fun. It's fun to make things for special events like that too.
Kathy says her dog is barking at my dog. So you guys can hear my dog.
Yes. That's
Sorry.
funny.
She's growling at the door.
I'm just going to put the link in here for my keychain.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are giving me some good ideas here. So different food bars. Yep. Yeah, I looked up bagel bars and it actually looks pretty cool. So we'll see. But yeah.
Oh, Maria's asking. So the VIP pass for the event is $27. It includes 17 of the keychain SVGs because there's 12 days. But you know, I like to be extra and give you more than one design sometimes in a day. So there's 17 keychain SVGs. They're all brand new and they're pretty cool. None of them are lame. And
should we put this, let's put this like under like, you know, asterisks.
Yes,
none of these are lame.
None of these are lame. And so yeah, so it's the 17 Keychain SVGs. It's a commercial use license to make and sell physical keychains. So you can't sell my SVGs, but you can never sell my SVGs. You can make keychains from my SVGs and sell them. That's included. Normally I charge for a commercial license. Also, if you get the VIP pass by tomorrow morning when the event starts at 9 a.m. on Thursday, June 1st, I'm going to send you a bundle of 12 summer earring SVGs. Some of them are new, some of them are favorites from my shop, but they're all like my favorite summer earring SVGs also. So yeah.
I think all your designs are amazing.
Thank you. And you can get the bundle is completely optional. I'm not changing the price tomorrow. I'm just, I just want to have some fun with making them available for people if they want them. And if you want the bundle, you can get it by getting your free ticket. And then after you get your free ticket, you'll get the opportunity to buy the bundle. And if you don't want it, just wait until tomorrow. Every single day, you're going to be able to download the keychains for that day completely free for 24 hours. Okay. So if you just have the free ticket, you're not missing anything, I promise. So yeah.
All right, I'm not seeing a whole lot of questions. I think people just wanted to hang out with us. Oh, yeah. Lori did a wedding for $4,000. Insane.
Yeah, that's impressive, Lori.
So
very impressive.
Kristen says they're already making stuff. Brenda did stuff. Kathy says, ugh, I have to buy the VIP. No, you don't have to. You want to.
No, you don't have to. I don't want it to be high pressure. It's like, the tutorials will live forever on YouTube and on my blog. So if you just set an alarm on your phone, 9 a.m. Eastern, every day, go and download the Keychain SVG so you have it, and then just watch the video when you want to. And, it's always going to be there on YouTube. So no pressure.
But because because you do have this option to buy, you always like to give them like a lot of cool stuff for it, which is why when I do these events too, I like to do kind of a thank you gift for the people that buy. Like if I'm presenting, people can buy through my affiliate link. And when they do that, then I like to send them something or give them some extra designs because it just makes me feel good about, yes, you purchased something and yes, there's a ton of value in what you purchased, but here, let me give you a little bit more. So.
Yes. Yeah. As a way of saying thank you.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, Jen said, sometimes you start the event and then you regret not getting the VIP, but then it costs more. So I am taking away the bonus of the 12 earring files beyond tomorrow when the event starts. And it's only because the way I've set up the delivery of the bonus files, I'm going to email them out tomorrow and I'm just going to do it one time. So after that, I'm not doing it again, just to keep my sanity. So that's why I'm doing that. But I will have that as long as you buy the VIP before 9 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern, then you'll get that email earring bonus bundle.
Okay.
So yeah. But I'm super excited.
Me too.
Brenda had a taco bar and a popcorn bar. I need to make popcorn earrings. Ooh, Kim says it's National Smile Day.
Aww.
I didn't know that. I need to start looking at my calendar. Anyway.
It's Smile Day every day, right?
That's true. Crafters should smile every day.
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions for us? I told Jen I actually have to run right on time today because my son has a sports physical appointment.
Oh, and it is. It's like already 10 o'clock almost. Or sorry, 10 o'clock my time.
There. Yeah, we are getting there.
Anyone
have any questions? No, I don't either.
I think we're all just hanging out today.
It was so nice that everyone hung out with us and listened to our squirreling. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Well, Amy, actually, so we don't get to chat afterwards either.
No, but we can chat later. Okay. And PD and Jen are asking what the challenge is. Let Jen and I talk about that a little later, and we'll post it in the Facebook group. Because as you can see, we're a little all over the place today. Yeah. But we'll come up with it. We'll text a little later, and we'll put it in the Facebook group.
I have some ideas, but we didn't really talk about it, so we'll have to talk about it. But yeah, so check out the Facebook group.
And Martha's asking, can you buy the VIP if you've already signed up? Yes, you can, Martha. In the confirmation email I sent, I had a link to buy the VIP, or you can always just click on the link again, register for the free ticket. Again, it's not going to duplicate your ticket. It's just going to know that you already have one, but then you'll get that offer again to buy the VIP. So
Yeah.
you could do either one. So Penny, I'm going to send the bonus files in an email tomorrow morning to everyone that has purchased the VIP.
Sounds great. All
Yep.
right, girl.
Thanks, friends.
Yeah.
It was nice to
Guys,
see everyone.
keep posting it in the Crooked Crafting Adventure Facebook group because we love to see what you guys are making.
Yes.
And then, yeah, we'll add some links to this description. And when I go ahead and post in the Facebook group with the challenge, the Yet to Be Determined challenge, I'll actually add some links there too. So, yeah, is that
Yep.
about? I mean, that's
Yeah, that sounds good.
all right.
Love that.
Awesome. Thank you guys
Yep.
again for joining us. We appreciate it so
All right.
much.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye. Do, do, do.